Aquarius, what's up? Welcome back. We're going to do some messages from the universe for you, Aquarius. If someone's DMing you, private messaging you, pretending to be me, friend, it is not. Please report and block them. All right, here we go. For my lovely Aquarius, what messages do you have? What do you want Aquarius to focus on? What do you want to draw Aquarius's attention to at this time? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. For Aquarius, please. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Okay, that flipped over. Very interesting. Okay, let's start with the one that popped all the way out. I know that you have been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you are good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you really are more than capable of doing it. Emphasis on more than capable of doing it. My emphasis, right? Rise up and take that leap of faith. This is the card that popped out first, and when I turned it over, it was upside down. What this lets me know is that, sure, for some of you, there is some doubt, and then I'm getting the vibe that for some of you, Aquarius, this was kind of your energy a little while ago, and for some of you, you're taking some steps. You're moving beyond this. You have taken this message in, and maybe through some other channel, maybe a week ago or a couple of weeks ago, a couple of days ago, and you're walking. You're starting to re-encourage your spirit to take action. Things are going to be turned in your favor. People that were against you all of a sudden will be for you. Ideas, creativity, promotion, contracts are going to come into your hands. I say yes to that. Now let's get some tarot out here to see what else Spirit wants you to know. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. We know that things are going to be turning around for Aquarius. We know that Aquarius is also taking steps to go after what it is that they want right now. What is the overall energy or vibe? Who is Aquarius at this time? What are they working through? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Let's see here. Who is Aquarius at this time? What are they working through? This is about self-worth, okay? Someone that I'm speaking to here is still working through the energy, because we have the Nine of Pentacles, all about your own garden, creating your success, celebrating the fruit of your labor, enjoying what you have invested your time, energy into, your skill. It popped out in reverse, which makes sense because of that first oracle message that was read, Aquarius. This feels like you reimagining your self-worth, determining your self-worth right now, okay? We have the Five of Wands out here, and then we have the Two of Wands, and this is also kind of at an angle in reverse down here near my lap. You are probably working in an environment, or you have friends or some group dynamic, because it's a five. When I think of fives, I think about freedom, change happening, on the brink of some change, but you got to change through something that is frustrating, through superficial means with people. Okay, so whatever this group is, group of people, a team that you've been working with, family, people that you work with in your traditional job, there is a lot of competitiveness. That's what this feels like. And it, in some ways, for some of you, Aquarius, it's starting to get to your sense of self-worth and your self-confidence. Not so much confidence, but your belief that you're worthy of what you want. You're probably in a competitive market, and you have some uniqueness about you. You have things about you that make you uniquely you. And I feel like whatever you have been contending with, kind of battling through, trying to make your mark noticed, trying to have your space in this lane, whatever this is about, and the competition of it, the challenge of it, it feels like it has been gradually chipping away at, if you really believe that who you think you really are, to be fitting in this space. Yes, you are. Trust yourself. Now, the Two of Wands in reverse, this feels like the energy is pretty scattered. And because maybe the industry that you're in, the people around you, all having their ideas, all competing, you know, kind of all in their own lane, not really hearing each other, just kind of in the space, maybe competing again. Because that is the energy, it's kind of like a commotion type of energy. It feels like it's also aside from the self-worth and value, it's having an impact on your part, because there's something that you would have to do to feel your sense of self-worth and self-value. You got to get to a place where you actually move forward. Okay, it's like all of this commotion, all of this noise that you are seeing and experiencing is getting in the way of you planning your next steps. And so, God, angel, spirit guides, give me the words for this. So because you're almost getting wrapped in the commotion, it's like an illusion that you don't have what it takes. It's an illusion that you're standing still, but it's really that you're so wrapped in all of what's going on with this noise and fighting until you're not remembering that you are supposed to continue your planning, you're envisioning, you're taking steps to go after what it is that you are trying to do and what it is that you want. So this not moving forward, not feeling like you're being considered, it's an illusion, you know, with the distraction of all of the people in the industry. But really, you do have the power, you have the self-worth, you're valuable enough, but you also have to continue to do your part. So this is almost like Spirit saying, it's not about you not being good enough. I need you to meet me halfway. That's what this feels like. I hope that makes sense so far, Aquarius. Now, I'm going to get some advice out here for you, because I kind of feel like I'm leaning into the advice, but it kind of feels like that's the energy that you're in right now, where it's easy to be swept up in all of the commotion, the chaos, and the nonsense until it can give you the illusion that there's something wrong with you or that you don't have what it takes. But you're more distracted on what you see than the steps that you need to be taking in your own life, by yourself, in your quiet time. It's like carving out that quiet space and time to remember what you need to be doing. Get out of that distracted kind of energy. All right, God, angel, spirit guides, advice for Aquarius. Let's see here. Advice for Aquarius, please. Let's see. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. That's interesting how that popped out. Anything else? Okay, let's start here. Okay. All right. Yeah. These thoughts are limiting you. They're limiting you. This popped out in reverse. So what this tells me is that what is here for you is your freedom. Friend, my lovely Aquarius, and you are an air sign. This is more of a Gemini card for me, but it's still air sign thoughts, logic. Friend, you're kind of getting in your own way here. And I know that it's easier for me to say that than what we are experiencing in real life, but I do feel like, Aquarius, someone needs to hear this. Your thoughts, your own limitations are getting in the way. If you're going after a new job, a new opportunity, a new interest, and you're not getting what you want because maybe you feel like the industry is competitive, it's not that you're not good enough or you don't have the skill or the talent. It might be that you need to cast your net further out or farther out. And so this popped out, as I said earlier, in reverse. And so it feels like Spirit wants you to know that there's a way to overcome this, getting out of your own way. Now, there's something about the past. There could be an old friend that you need to reconnect with that can kind of hold your hand through something. I don't see that there's a whole lot of pride out here, but if there is some pride getting in the way of you reaching out to people that you know love you, can help you from the past, from a more innocent, genuine, light time, no competitiveness. And, you know, this is an Aries energy. So there could be someone who is Scorpio Aries. That could be true too. But this kind of feels like it's about humbling out a little bit and resorting back to an innocence that is within you. It's within all of us, and asking for support and help to go into this next level. Now, also, Aquarius, this is about you grounding and 10 toes down and believing that you have this dream, you have this vision, you have this expectation for a reason. It's not by accident. And when you are in the kind of Aries Emperor energy, it's like, I'm going to do this. This is going to happen for me because I know that I can. I know who I am. I'm not going to be distracted by the noise, the competitiveness of the people around me or the industry or people telling me who I should be or shouldn't be. I know who I am. This is a boldness. And it kind of feels like there was a time in your life, Aquarius, when you were a kiddo, when you were a little bit younger, and you knew that I'm describing to you very clearly and very strongly And it kind of feels like you want to re-engage that. Now, for some of you, thank you, God, angel, spirit guides, it could have been a father, a mentor that invested a lot of confidence in you, helped you see your worth very early on, someone from the past, and it kind of feels like it's time to rechannel that. Remember who you are. This is also kind of like my God card, and for many of us readers, it is. And so this is activating that faith. You know, maybe for some of you, you haven't prayed in a little while. You know, life has just gotten too hot and too messy. So this is a reminder maybe to tap in to spirit, to go to God and ask for help about this. But the overall message is that breakthrough is here for you. You're going to overcome these thoughts and ideas that tend to feel like it's limiting you. The situation that you're in that feels like it's limiting you and not allowing you to break in and break forward to the opulence, the luxury, the success that you desire, the expression of your true self-value and self-worth. All right. Now I got a little personal TikTok. So if you're interested, check it out. It's self-love messages with a little touch of humor, some beauty, vloggy stuff. If you're interested in that, check it out. Now, I'm going to tag this other TikTok of mine on this video. Now, when you get over there, don't make fun of me and our community of 3 people. Okay, we are a small community, but we are mighty. So if you're interested, check it out. In the meantime, I love you, and I hope I get to see you next time. Take care. Bye.